All right. How we doing, boys? How we doing? How we doing? Let me see here. I got to put a dollar bulb in that fucking light socket because it's way too bright. All of my bulbs here. I guess I could use this one, right? Yeah, that's a bright one. That's too bright. Sorry about this, boys. I just got out here. I was warming up the garage. And I just see this huge glare off this freaking bulb. So I kind of want to dim it down a little bit so it's not as bad. That should be better. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's not that great. I thought I had something. I had a bulb that didn't glare like, oh yeah, it's right here. Okay. Yeah, this bulb doesn't glare like that as much. It's the bulb. That bulb style. This one can be a little bit dimmer. This one here doesn't do as bad. We're gonna leave that one in. There we go. It still does it, doesn't it? Is it because we're having it higher up? Let me see what this looks like if I turn this light on back here. That might be better. That's probably why. Yeah. How we doing, Yeti? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I believe this is LiveStream 42. It is freaking cold out. It's like 0 degrees out right now. It's crazy. All right. So, yeah, Happy New Year to you as well, buddy. Welcome to the stream. By any chance, you know if the 2014 adjustment stock has adjustment? No, it doesn't. You can't adjust the stock camber. you'd have to get adjustable camber arms. But I'll be honest with you, like I don't know. I know what camber is. I just don't know like the numbers and all that because I've never done or researched much into camber. Like in terms of upgrading, I've never upgraded to camber stuff. I have like all the coilovers. I've done the fucking sway bars, the rear anti-bind end links. I've done the TB traction bars and all that, but I haven't done nothing like with the camber or trailer arms and all that stuff. I just don't really need to do that, you know what I mean? The car bought, drop springs and no, it's bad tire wear. Yeah, I mean it could be because also it depends on what the tire wear is, but it could be it needs well, you're gonna have to do an alignment either way. But get an alignment done once you get the coilovers put on and see how it looks from there. That's what I would do probably. But I mean, if you want to go ahead and do it all at once, get camber arms. Probably the best ones out there. I don't think what would be Massive Speed Systems. I think they're the only ones really out there that are decent. I think. Does White Line do camber arms? I don't think they do. And then who else does them? I think JBR. I don't even know I think they do them, but I don't know if their site is even available right now. So there's all that going on. But yeah. But hopefully that answered your question. Yeah, I hear you. I live in North Dakota, and yeah, I'm in Vermont, man. It's pretty cold. Yeah, I'm about probably 10 miles from the Canadian border, so about an hour from Montreal, and it's cold. It's definitely it's supposed to warm up actually in probably 3 days. It's gonna be above average. It's gonna be like in the 30s, so it's gonna be nice. 30s, dude. I mean, a lot nicer than it has been, that's for sure. I mean, but yeah, this is the first live stream back here of the year, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone that tunes in and sees this. So I'm sure we'll have more people up in here pretty soon. It's just they gotta get the notification out. So let me see here. Let's turn. So are you ready for 2026 or what? You excited for 2026? How you doing, Predator? Any Purge line sales? Yeah. Appreciate that, man. I actually just sold one today. So guy, I haven't checked my Cash App, but yeah, he's we're gonna make it, and we have parts for one more after that one, and then I gotta order some more fittings. So I just want to make sure everything looks good here. But yeah, how you doing, Matthew? Happy New Year's. I missed you all. So yeah, looks like everything's good there. Let's put it on something here. Did you all check out the new rear wiper delete video that I had? It's right here. The new rear wiper delete just came out. It's a short video. It's pretty nice. It was on the Dark Knight ST. See here. Long videos. Let's put it on that. Let it play. Just seen 10 minutes ago. Yeah, that's why I got on a little bit later than I wanted to. I didn't realize, but I just woke up. I've been having some crazy sleep hours. So I've been going to bed at like I've been staying up all night, and I've been going to bed around like 9:30 in the morning. And so I went to bed, woke up. What would I wake up at? 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that. So yeah, had some dinner. We had a steak and some potatoes, and it was good stuff. How was everybody's Christmas and New Year? How did everything go for you guys? Good stuff. It's great to hear. It's awesome. You guys don't mind if it's playing anything on the TV, do you? Does that distract you? I mean, it's just playing some video, just kind of, I don't know, change it up a little bit. So yeah, let's see, any update? Oh, here's the so here's the keyway for this is the split key design. See that? So that's a split key. And I got looking at it, I'm like, man, that thing right there is gonna hold it. That's pretty crazy. That's gonna hold my harmonic balancer. So they separated it because I mentioned, so EMS did this. I sent my crankshaft, they keyed it, they gave me this. And so yeah, this section of the key is gonna hold the crank gear, and basically just holds it to time so it doesn't slip timing. And then also this little piece is gonna hold the harmonic balancer. So yeah. So I'm waiting for my tune in some snow. Yeah. I'm sure you're more excited about your tune than the snow. Trust me, I don't like winter at all. So, hey, how you doing, Sinister? How you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. How you been? How you been? Hopefully, you had a good Christmas and a good New Year. No, you crashed it, dude? What happened? Damn. What happened? Oh, you like to go with snowdrift? Yeah, I mean, I can see that. The thing is though, like for me, like especially around here, is we use such harsh, fucking. They use like really bad chemicals on the roads here, and it basically, causes cancer for the cars. Raccoon. Oh, you're good then. Minor damage. Okay, well, I wouldn't say you crashed it then. I would just say you hit a raccoon. I wouldn't. I mean, crashing. See, for me, crashing is like almost like putting it in the same language as you basically destroyed your car. Like you crashed your car, you basically totaled it. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I don't know. I mean, I guess that's probably a little too much, but I don't know. For me, like crashing your car is like actually like getting in a car crash versus like hitting an animal. I don't know. Maybe not, but because were you able to drive off from the scene or whatever when you hit it? I'm sure. Were you able to drive still? It must have been was it a normal size raccoon, or was it like one of them big juicy fucking big old raccoons? Fucking Big Bertha fucking raccoon. In Greece, snow near me is like miracle. Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. Well, 100%. Yeah, that's crazy. How much snow does Greece even get? Yeah, so you guys probably don't use like shit on the road like we do. Well, I'm not talking like all the United States uses the same stuff. I'm talking like Vermont, the state specifically. Every state does their own thing. It's not like the United States controls what every state uses for cleaning the roads because they don't do that and they can't do that. I mean, I guess they could, but I mean, that'd be pretty stupid. That'd be, you know, um, basically communism right there. But yeah, so fucking, it's just every state does their own thing, you know. Yeah, I was able to drive. Shit was dragging family five. Oh no, fucker just took out a whole fucking generation. Oh shit. Now the raccoon fucking they're gonna go extinct because they took out the whole five family of five. Uh, we don't have snow. That's why no rust. Yeah, I mean the rust here comes not from the snow because it's just water. It comes from the fucking salt and harsh chemicals that they put on the road to melt the ice and snow on the roads. Um, like calcium chloride is like one of the worst things. It's a liquid form. There's some states that uses it, but Vermont, for whatever reason, man, like Vermont is like the harshest when it comes to that stuff. Um, well, that's good. I mean, that's the thing. Like, if you lived like in the South, like say even North Carolina or South Carolina or those states, they don't hardly get any snow anyway. They don't have anything like that. Their vehicles are clean, no rust, just like what you're saying, and yeah, so pretty crazy. Fifth splitter, fifth cup spoiler down. Damn. First brake ducts, bumper down. Got cooler fins torn off. Horn harness, fog lamps. Man. Fender liner. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean at least your fenders aren't fucked up. That's crazy. That wow. Took out a family of five. I shouldn't laugh. That's awful. Oh shit. We used to, me and my buddy Bryce, we used to laugh all the time. I mean, we'd play like GTA 5, and if he ran into somebody or something like that, or if we played the crew video game, and he crashed into someone while we are doing a race, he'd be like, "Yeah, we just took a family of 8 out." Oh shit! So it kind of reminded me of that. Jake are leaking. What? What was that? A leak are leaking better? I don't know. You gotta speak a little bit better English, buddy. I don't know what the hell that said. Leaking heater matrix, big issues. I don't know what the hell that. What do you mean leaking heater? Oh, I mean I don't know, buddy. Leaking heater. Are you talking about like your heater hoses or like coolant leaking coolant on your heater hoses? Heater core behind the dash, yeah. Yeah, it could. I mean, not very often. I um I know the hoses. If you're talking about like on the ST, I know the ST, the heater hoses that go to the heater core, the seals actually a little leak and whatnot. But yeah, definitely for sure. You know, there's actually a way to fix that. Yeah, it will. That's definitely a well-known issue. The way to fix that is eliminate the fucking take off the clamp and eliminate that special, you know, quick connect style, whatever bullshit that Ford designed there, that plastic piece. Eliminate that and literally just get a regular clamp with, you know, one of them butterfly things on there and just fucking have the hose slide it over the flare, you know, the flame, whatever that is, the flare that goes over it, and then just tighten it down. That's what I did on the black ST, and it works. The only thing I did though was I didn't reuse the OEM ones. I just got my own hoses, heater hoses, and what size are those hoses? Are they like 7/8 or something, or 3/4? I think those hoses are 3/4 inch inner diameter hoses. I believe that's what they are, the 3/4 inch hose. But if you could get that clamp cut off and then remove the end of the fitting that goes on there, just get a butterfly worm clamp and literally just fucking clamp them on there and you'll be fine. And you don't have to replace the hoses and waste $100 on hoses or whatever it is, and then it's just gonna fail again anyway. So that's what I would do. You know what I mean? That's like, for me, that's like a common sense thing. Like that's like solving the stupid engineering that Ford has done to this car. That's like one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Like, I mean, there's people out there that have replaced the gasket, and I guess you could just take it apart and then just rip out the gasket. But to me, that's just dumb because it's kind of like, you know, something that's going to fail again anyways. So for me, I'd rather just get that whole connector off and then just worm clamp it on. And then when it fails is when the hose will actually dry rot. But I actually just use silicone, you know, like dressing, and I'll make sure the hoses are nice and, you know, basically where they won't dry crack as fast. So hopefully that helps out. I don't know. I mean, but yeah, that is a very common issue. I've had it. The black Dark Knight ST that I had was doing that same thing. Have you heard of Dream Science Tuning? Yeah, I have. Yep. I'm here in the UK. We have them put the 2.0 in the Focus. Yeah, 2.0 block probably. Because many failures. Yeah, exactly. Very common over here in the United States. It's honestly probably more common. Maybe I would say probably more common over here, but maybe not. I don't know. I don't live in the UK, so I don't know. But I know everything originated over there in the UK in terms of the Focus ST and RS anyway. So I appreciate you guys allowing us to have those cars earlier on, and hopefully, I wish we could have gotten the MK4, but unfortunately Ford, you know, fucked us in the ass on that one. But they said, no, you're not getting that one. But yeah, that's very common. The RS, the 2.3 open deck block is very weak. Especially, so like past 450 is really, 450 and below is like, I guess the safe limit. But even then, like the rods are weak. They're the weak point because of how much torque with the stock turbo it produces. I mean, you got to think the ST is very torquey. Now just imagine the RS. I mean, it's a 2.3. So in reality, it's actually a 2.26. But they round it off. And it just spools up so quick. And when you tune it, and you're making like 415 torque, I think the max safe limit is like 415. Anything past 415 torque, you're going to bend a rod, or destroy your block and everything else with it. So unfortunately, but yeah, for sure, the ST block or even the MZR Mazda Speed 3 block is definitely the way to go when you're trying to upgrade. So on your RS even, and you can just swap your RS cylinder head on the block, and you just use the ST cylinder head gasket, which is actually better anyway. So, or if you're like O-ringing, you can do one of them composite style gaskets that they have out there. Anyone wonder this American thing called 01 that will do it on E5 stock turbo Hennessy dyno? I wouldn't doubt it. Is it the C8 ZR1? Is it the C8? Yeah, I mean, it's the Corvette. You're talking about the Corvette ZR1. That's their highest performance based tier for the Corvette. So they have the normal Corvettes, which is the Stingray, kind of like a Stingray. And then, yeah, no problem, Sinister. Go ahead and eat, buddy. Yeah, so they get the Stingray, and then they get the Z06, and then they have the ZR1. And then there's some other packages in between, you know, some bullshit packages. But yeah, also, if you guys haven't already, if you want to help me out, make sure you drop a thumbs up or drop a like. That way there helps the algorithm with the YouTube, and it gets more people notified. They can come in here and see that we're live, and you know, they can stop in, say hi, comment. Maybe some new people will come in, say hi, see what their setup is. Because normally, like all the new people, I like to see what, you know, kind of setup they have, you know, what they got going on. You know, maybe we can help them, you know, improve on their setup, or they got questions. This is why we do the live stream. So this is the first one of 2026. And this is live stream 42, I believe it is. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. And, you know, let's keep the ball rolling. 2026 is going to be awesome. Currently got a Fiesta S16. It's limited. You know, no shit. Wow. That's crazy. Good for you, man. That's awesome, Jake. It's got to be late over there, huh? What is it, like 3 a.m. over there or something? What is it, 2 a.m.? It'll be pretty late. A solution, I believe, to not blow engine is NX2, not push. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the NX2 is definitely a solution. 400 wheel horsepower. Keep the torque probably around 380, 400. And yeah, that's definitely a safe limit. 100% agreed. The same thing goes for the ST, believe it or not. The ST isn't known for rod failures as much as it is with the pistons or the cylinder head cracking, because in the ST, the pistons are the weak point, and then of course the cylinder head cracking with that single outlet. There's so much back pressure that gets built up in there, and that's why I'm a big believer in telling everyone, be like, hey, listen, like as soon as you can, eliminate as much back pressure as possible to help the cylinder head and prevent it from cracking, you know, sooner. Because I mean, at some point it probably will crack, but how long will it take is the question. So the thing is you want to fucking how you doing, Rife? You just want to prevent that. So catless downpipe, going bigger turbo on the ST is a big thing. That's like a big mod. And that's I definitely a big believer in big turbo in the ST, because you know it helps with eliminate all that back pressure that you get from the stock turbo on the turbine side, of course. And then you know, obviously going with a nice high flow fucking downpipe to match up with it, and then you know, and a good exhaust. So and then obviously a upgraded intercooler from cvfab.com. Use my code BB5 if you haven't checked them out already. You can use that discount code for all EcoBoost stuff at CVFab. So highly recommend them. They have charge pipes, down pipes, and the intercoolers as well. So, but yeah, wow, really, 2:30 a.m. Wow. Yeah, I've been staying up late at night, so. But yeah, I think the ST, the rods tend to fail anywheres. I mean, I've seen STs blow rods at 380, which is very rare. It must be like a high mileage engine to do that. But between 380 and 450, like kind of a no-go zone for, you know, stock internals for reliability. There is people that have pushed more, you know, 400, no problem. Just depends how you drive it. You know, what kind of mods have you done to it right away to prevent all this heat, and also who's tuning your car, how much knock are you getting? It just all adds up. So it just matters on how you do it. So UK, we got the diesel from, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, you guys have the diesel Focus as well. That's crazy. I wonder how that even sounds. It just sounds like a diesel 4-cylinder or something. That's crazy. I bet it gets good fuel mileage, though. Probably gets like 40 miles per gallon. I bet. I mean, it's got to be pretty insane for miles. You know what I mean? Very efficient, I imagine. Diesel's a big thing over there, too. Really? They blow head gaskets that easy? I wonder what the block design is like on those. Like, is it? It's got to be way. That's another thing. Is anyone ever looked into the design, like the diesel block? How much different is it compared to like our block? I never even really looked into that. That'd be very interesting. I drove a Mondro. Okay. No shit, Mondio. I was gonna say Mondio. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have some crazy cars over there that we don't have. Like it's just insane. Insane amount of cars. Oh my god, my freaking eyes are watery. Damn. Did you get the MK2? No, we never did. I have a video. I have a video of me walking around a MK2 RS locally. They were selling it for 40,000 in 2015. It had 15,000 kilometers on it. So I don't know. That must have been a pretty good deal. Yeah, we didn't get the MK2 RS or ST. No, we did have an MK2 ST, but like non-turbo. It wasn't a 2.5. It was a 2.0 Duratec, I believe. It was a 2.0 Duratec, and that was in 2006, 7, something like that. And then we got the SVT MK1 SVT Ford Focus. It wasn't like an ST or nothing. It was just the SVT. So the SVT was the first version of it. Those I actually really like the SVTs. The older SVT. Like if I could find a very clean SVT and then like put like an EcoBoost swap or that, or just fucking build the motor and that, like an older style version of it, and just make like 400 at the wheels, and it'd be like a 2,200 pound car or 2,500 pound car. I mean, that'd be freaking insane. MK1 is our version of MK1. Okay, yeah, we had the SVT. Yep. No shit. Yeah, they had like 100. Yeah, so ST 170. That's how much horsepower they had. It was like 170 horsepower or something, I think. Is that why they say that? Because I think for you guys, our MK3 Focus ST is the ST 250, which is 252 horsepower. They rounded off to 250. MK3 ST 250 for you guys. Some Cosworth powered MK1 Focus here. No shit. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Crazy idea for our platform is someone to do the SG no shit. Happy New Year, Michael. How you doing, buddy? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. hopefully it went well for you, and as well as Christmas. Let me see here. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was good, man. We had a great Christmas. So for Christmas, we went over and we had some. We basically had a get together, had a dinner, and then yeah, it's freaking did all the presents and all that stuff there, and came back home, chilled out. Um, for New Year's, we just had a steak and nothing crazy, but yeah, we stayed home, just watched the ball drop, and you know, it's crazy that it's another year that we're into. So 2026 is pretty insane if you think about it. Just the sound of 2026 is pretty crazy to me. Took a Christmas trip to 20. Well, no shit. Wait, what'd you do though? Like what? That must have been pretty fun. Focus RS MK1 though. You got any of? No, we have none of the RSs until they didn't bring the RS here until MK3. MK3 was the first year that they really became popular for even the ST. The ST and the RS became popular for us in MK3. Oh wow, you took the ST, yeah. That's awesome. So it went good then. So what did you do on the trip? Like you said you went to Texas from North Carolina. So you must have took in I-40 then, right? To Texas. I-40? Is that right? Across Tennessee? Yeah, that's what it was here. MK3 is, I mean, that's their production date anyway. 2013 to 2018, technically. You know what I mean? For here, that's what it was too. Visiting family, hell yeah. Well, hopefully it went well, and hopefully the family's doing good for all you guys, not just Michael, but for everyone here. And you know, you guys had a great New Year's, so that's awesome. Keep my eye out for a nice late 2018, but most men modified hard to find stock. Yeah, it's unfortunate. What do you think of the new MK4s? What do you think of those? Oh, you went. Oh, wait, took NSC 85, the 20, 85. No shit, they're making that much power, huh? That's crazy. Yeah, they use the newer revised open deck block, um, so it's better. Not as still not as good as what we have, like what the ST block is MK3, but the cylinder head flows better. Like, and there's some other bullshit probably that is whatever, but I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Damn. Oh shit. What the hell? Oh. Check Sabre tuning. Yeah, let me check them out. Is there a YouTube video? You said there was, right? Sabri tuning. Reviewing the oh yeah, right there. 450 horsepower. There it is.
Hi guys, welcome back to CarTalk. In today's video we have yet another Mark IV Focus ST. I think this must be ST number 5 or 6 on the channel. And today, Matt, who's a follower of the channel, he got in touch with me and asked if I wanted to try this one here, which is Sabertune.
Why is it so
yeah, so what I'll do,
bright?
I'll quick chat with Matt. He'll talk us through exactly what's been done to it, because it is quite a lot. And then we'll go out and go for a spin. But I really do like these Mark IV STs. I think it's a really good platform. Even in standard form, really good fun cars, and when you've got a bit more power in them, now just sort of elevate it to the next level.
There we go.
So right, Matt, let's start from the beginning of this car. So how long have you had it?
So I bought it, I think it was 6 months old, and immediately took it to the Dream Science to be tuned, or bought one of their tuning handsets.
Oh, I don't want to see that. I want to see what this. Wait, what's this? Ah, here we go. What kind of turbo does he have in that?
So that's been since.
Well, that's pretty nice. So it's got water methanol. Well, it looks like it's got water meth. That's a water meth solenoid, ain't it? Right there. That's a solenoid for water meth. By the looks of it. Braided lines. That's pretty fucking professional, I can tell you that. Mountoon cap. High pressure fuel pumps right there. That's a whole different fucking design right there. Let's see.
That's about a half been taken out in this prior to me filming this part, because he just wanted to show.
Is this right here? I think it's modified turbo core or something.
Yeah, this is the first reaction to me driving the car. So basically, you have got various, well, you've got 3 different map settings which are activated through the drive modes in the car. So currently we're in normal mode.
You see that okay?
Normal damping, so the car has adaptive damping from the factory. Yeah, normal damping and about 350 brake horsepower. Whereas sport and race, you get the full horsepower, so about 450. And in sport, you get the.
Yeah, but see, okay, so for 450 brake horsepower, is that at the wheels? Is that what you guys consider at the wheels for you guys? You guys say BHP, is that at the wheels? Right? Is that what it means? I'm pretty sure it is. But I just want to make sure. Like, that's what you guys, your terminology is different.
Full horsepower with traction control and race, you get.
Let me see here.
Just really sorted cars.
Oh, it's 400 wheel?
A little bit underrated, really.
Still not bad.
I mean, you've got an improved Mark III Focus R engine up front, a stronger 2.3 EcoBoost. These have been known to be a lot more reliable. You've got a well kind of sorted suspension setup with the adaptive damping, and just a nice interior cabin, a very nice low seat position, and a bit more of a modern take on the previous fast Focuses that we've had down the line. See, I really like these cars. So yeah, this car has got the original dampers. Just to add, there's no upgraded suspension on here other than the kind of camber adjustment that he's had done. So we're just going to be leaving this village shortly. But the car in normal mode here, it just feels completely normal. It just feels total.
Huh. Does he actually like do a pull with it or what?
Exactly. What
Oh, so brake horsepower is at the crank then. That's crank horsepower. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you can hear the turbo a little bit.
She's like, woohoo, let's go.
Sounds like does it?
So of course
Do those come with a fucking sound supposer as well?
It's being deployed, which is quite cool. It's nicely integrated here into the pillar, which is a nice little touch. And that only comes into play when you put it in the more aggressive mapping. So
I'm sure the automatic can't handle as much either.
Maps. So second gear.
Why is it? Well, sounds like it's got fucking. It sounds like a stock MK3 Focus ST in the interior. It's so quiet. That's a quiet exhaust on that. It sounds like it's got a composer in it and it's ducting that fake sound to me.
Wow.
Oh, fuck me. Oh. I'm sorry, I can't fucking help it.
Yeah.
This fucking guy. He's having a blast of his life, huh?
It's a different beast, and it definitely becomes a lot more exciting as well. You can tell it's mapped with a bit of clutch sympathy because at the bottom of the rev range it's a bit more sedate, and then it really wakes up when you get to kind of, I think it's around 3.5, 4. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, 4,000. Whoa.
It looks like it pulls good though.
Whoa.
I mean, yeah.
Quick, man. That is very quick.
Of course, it went downhill, so it's gonna be quicker, but yeah.
For the roads.
Still, it looks like it pulls good.
Nice, if you kind of,
It just sounds like it sounds stock. That's the crazy. It sounds like it's a fucking stock MK3 in the interior. Like do they not have an upgraded exhaust on that? Why is it so quiet sounding? It's like it's very well insulated. For the car's like well insulated or something because you can hardly hear the exhaust. All I hear is the engine. I don't hear no exhaust. Like I hear the engine. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it does? Is it illegal for you guys to remove the composer there? Is that why you think?
Flat out from the corner, it gives you a little bit of leeway, and then the power comes in.
I mean, see that's the thing is if I had the money, I would have bought the last 2025 final edition ST and then had it imported. And then I'd just like keep it as a a collector car. I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't put nothing on it. I would leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't touch it. But it is what it is at this point. It's unfortunate because I would have loved to. I mean, they're not my favorite style. I'm sure it's a nicer car, but it's not like my style. But I would own it. I'd buy it because I have the passion for this platform, and it'd be pretty cool to see what it looks like in person and whatnot. But yeah, I'd fucking, I'd own one.
So it's not like dangerous or anything. Oh, that.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's a proper like split personality car. I love the way it's mapped to have less power.
Yeah, I like that too. I like to have low boost and then high boost. I wonder how much boost is that car pushing at for 450 brake horsepower. Do you guys know? I don't see anything for that. Let me see. It doesn't tell you, and the description doesn't tell you. Do you guys know how much boost it's pushing? Probably not a whole lot. Probably like 25. or something. Probably not a whole lot of boost. You know? Yeah, I mean, if you guys didn't see, here's the, well, here. I'll show you the MK2. This is very rare. Like, not very many people can say they've seen an MK2 in person in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. Where is it? Boom, 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 boom. Right there. There it is. This is with my iPhone 4 in 2015.
RS.
Hear me talking?
Look at this.
I don't know why it's so shaky looking.
Wow.
That's crazy. I guess it's because it's an old phone. It doesn't have that anti-shake.
Look at this car.
It had an upgrade. It had some mods done to it. It had an upgraded intercooler. I mean, oh my god. I wish I had bought that car in a way. Oh my god. I wouldn't have been able to drive it, but it was a nice car. It only had 15,000 kilometers on it. I can't. So if you tried sharing a link, it won't work because YouTube doesn't let people share links. I have no control over that. Just let me know what it is. You can hear exhaust note that. Let me see. I'll just type it in. 450 brake horsepower, MK4 Focus ST exhaust. There we go. Let's see. It's got video, my video, and then it's got Edge Auto Sports. That's fucking hilarious. They got mine going ahead of Edge Auto Sports, even though it's not doesn't have as many views. That's funny. Where the fuck? Look at that 645 horsepower Focus ST Highway Monster. Panda Built Motorsports. Okay. Wait, was this it right here? Is this it? That sounds pretty good. You guys hear that? Wait, type that in. Yeah, I was just listening to. Okay, wait, type what in? RS 500. Yeah, those RS 500s are nice. Oh, okay. Type in. Whoops. This. $450. $450. Brake horsepower. Focus. Oops. ST MK4. This 450 brake horsepower Focus ST MK4. Right here. Oh, right there.
Make sure your insurance doesn't come up short.
Make sure. Oh, here we go. Oh, wind noise. Oh. Oh, there we go.
Hello everybody. When the Mark I Focus landed back in the 1990s, it was a true game changer. A revolutionary car that redefined what was possible and what was to be expected in its segment. A car that took other manufacturers...
See, okay, but that's a normal, that looks like a normal, that's not the SVT though. The SVT looks better, I feel like, than that one. Like, the body is the same, but our SVT package that we have looks better than that.
There's to catch up with, and arguably never quite exceeded. But it...
Okay. Where is here was this?
Sport and track. The latter of which coming as part of an optional track pack. They also did a performance pack, and later on, as the model came to its end, they did a focus.
Wait, what's this?
Pop and bang, those have not been engineered in. Instead, they come naturally. By his own admission, it didn't take all that long before this.
It is very interesting that the RS and the newer ST, the way the ECU is, it makes the pops and bangs from the factory. California would not like that. They'd be like, "Oh, you gotta put it the factory exhaust." Dumbass, this is factory. What are you talking about? You know? Unbelievable. Let's talk. Where is it? Come on.
In sport, and it's...
I'd leave it in track the whole time. Sport or track.
Turbo lag, but particularly when you consider the amount of power over standard this is making, there's actually a lot less than I thought there was going to be.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Normal mode, torque steer, not really a problem. Sport mode, with full power, bit of a problem.
Why is it a problem? You can't drive? I don't think he knows how to drive, but he says it's a problem.
Brakes, the only parts of the package that feel like they might be a weak element. They certainly bring you to a stop, but feel in the pedal just isn't great. The steering too, again, it just retains this weight, but element of aloofness to it. It's entertaining, but when it comes down to it, there's just that little bit of connection that's missing. Reality is, though, that is a very harsh criticism of what is...
I can tell you that the connection between his mouth and fucking Burger King is definitely not missing. I shouldn't say that. I'm fat myself.
A bit.
But I'm gonna do something about it. I'm actually going on a diet.
Yeah, very difficult that corner. Lots going on the road surface.
He's definitely testing it out. He's definitely. I'm just fucking around. I know, as I'm just picking. It does sound good. It's a very. So that's a very tame exhaust. You know what I'm saying? It's very tame. It sounds good at the right. It has a good note to it. It's very tame, very sleeper-like sound to it. I like that because my exhaust in my cars. I mean, my car is louder, but it's not too loud. You know what I'm saying? It's got more. It is tame in like 5th or 6th gear cruising. You wouldn't know I had 5 or 4, 5, you know, whatever, 500 horsepower. You wouldn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, until you get into it, and then you hear the big turbo spool up, and basically you would never know it's got the power unless you exactly 100%. And that's what I like to do with my cars. I like to keep it quiet and enjoyable. That way I don't get a headache when I'm driving it normal. But then when I get into it, you can actually hear the car and how fucking mean it is, you know.
I recently drove because it's still front-wheel drive.
He seems like he complains too much though about the car. See, he's like a reviewer. I guess he's a reviewer. I don't know. But he acts like he doesn't really like the car too much, in my opinion. And You know, I don't know.
A little bit further.
He seems like he complains about too much.
Been off the dampers, put on
It's been tuned by
quality.
UK, very well known. Yeah, I bet they are. Yeah, 100%. Say, but what kind of programmer do they use? Do they use their own, or do they use Cobb, or what are they using?
Helps. They've given up and have gone home. I know there'll also be those that.
I can't watch that guy anymore. I'm sorry, I just can't watch him. Oh, here we go. MK4. Okay, so this is what I don't understand. What the fuck is 280 PS? You know what I'm saying? What is that? What is PS? Versus an MK3 Focus SD. Well, obviously the MK4 is gonna win. It's got more fucking displacement and a bigger turbo, and it's got more horsepower. So that's not what's done to the Focus SD, the MK3. You know what I mean? They don't even explain. Let me see here. It's stock, right? What's PS is like same as, oh really? Okay. Well, yeah. So basically, it's stock for stock then. I mean, obviously, fucking, you know what? 30 more horsepower is gonna be better. Holy fuck! I can't understand that at all. Okay. $450 brake horsepower stage 5 Focus RS with math. Wait, what? Oh, it's 5 cylinder. Oh yeah. Those sounded so mean. That 5 cylinder. Those 5 cylinders sound so mean. That S60 Volvo engine in them. Oh shit, here, wait. Damn it, what am I doing? Go back to that video. Yeah, stage 1 trillion. Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, listen. To me, stage 5 doesn't even exist. I believe, I mean, that's the thing is like, how many stages are there? Really, I think stage 4 exists. To me, stage 4 would be, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Like stage 3 bolt-ons on a stock turbo Focus SD or RS, or is your car like stage 3 with big turbo, or is it, I mean, what makes it stage 5? You know what I'm saying? Like what makes it that? I don't think there's a such thing. Because if you build your engine, big turbo, 500 horsepower, to me, that's still not like, that's not stage 5. That's just a stage 3 bolt-on Focus SD that's got a built engine and a bigger turbo. So maybe you can consider that stage 4. But anything past stage 4, I don't think exists. You know what I'm saying? It just, to me, it just makes no sense. I think there's a stage 1, or there's definitely a stage 0 through 3, and then you got stage 3 plus, which is in between, and then, you know, plus extra, basically. And then stage 4, I mean, you could say stage 4 exists because it's a built engine, you know, but anything past stage 4, to me, this is kind of silliness, in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, but that, to me, though, like, stronger components, to me, doesn't add like numbers to a stage. Like for me, like a stage is you know, like the stage 3 bolt-ons. You got stage 1, you know, you got your intake pipe or your intake filter. Stage 2, you got your fucking intercooler, and then you got your whatever we had previously. And then stage 3 is intercooler, downpipe. You got your intake setup fully done, and then stage 3 plus bolt-ons could be like, you know, some like motor mounts, you know, shit like that. Obviously, the exhaust has been done and then tuned up and whatnot, and then built engine. I mean, there's stages to built engines. But the thing is like for me, stage 4 is a billet block. Like in terms of building an engine, billet block would be stage 4. Just because I think stage 3, if you watch my built engine series, stage 3 would be what fucking basically anything that's not sleeved. I think stage 3 plus is sleeved is what I categorized it at. And then stage 4, I would consider a belt block. But past stage 5, I mean, past stage 4 is nah. I don't look at it like that. I think stage 4 would be billet block for me. Billet block, and then anything below. I mean, you still got rods and all that stuff. Like for a 2.3, if you're building a 2.3, you're still going to use the same rods and crankshaft and all that you had in stage 3 or stage 3 plus. But yeah, if I can, stage 4 is just making it because it's a stronger block, you know. But to make it stage 5, what would that even look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think that exists, in my opinion. See, I'm sure you've watched my videos, Alex, or Predator, sorry. Like there's different stages of building an engine. For me, like there's stage breakdowns. So just like there is for bolt-ons for building creating the foundation, modifying your Focus ST. So yeah, I mean, basically, when it comes to building the engine, there's different stages. So you got stage 1, that's going to be your basic, stuff. You got your H-beam rods, you got your fucking Manley pistons, standard duty pistons, ARP 2000 head studs, the basic stuff to upgrade the internals to make them stronger and reliable for 400 to 500 horsepower reliably. Then, from 500 to 550, basically you take all that stuff you had from stage 1, make it into stage 2, and you just basically add a stronger wrist pin to your piston. You add stronger head studs for clamping force because the ARP 2000s can't handle past 500, reliably. They can lift. Your head can lift. So you go with the ARP 625s. And then stage 3 is like, I think it was like 550 to 650, something like that. And then basically it's all below, everything that's below, but making it into, I think, I-beams, and then, the stronger rods, obviously, stronger pistons, Molly pistons instead of Manley. You can use Manley extreme duty pistons, that's fine. They have that 9610, 210 wall, I think it's 210 wall thickness wrist pin. Yeah, if I can. And then stage 3 plus is basically, for me, it's sleeves, adding sleeves and then making it stronger. And then stage 4, if there's a stage 4, it's a billet block. That's the stage 4. If that makes sense now that I actually explained it. So yeah. If someone uses the word stage 5 must show Ali, yeah, I mean, for me, if there was a stage 5 that existed, then it would look like what the Mustang EcoBoost is from EMS. The EMS EcoBoost would probably be what stage 5 really looks like. but that's, in other terms, stage 5 doesn't exist. Like, where's CNC head porting? Well, on a 2.3 head, you don't really need head porting. You can get it ported and polished. I would have it on the exhaust side. I wouldn't port it. I would polish it, and then I'd port and polish the intake side. That's it on the RS cylinder head. I would not port any integrated, exhaust manifold design for any cylinder head on our cars, ST or RS, because of head cracking. If you port the exhaust side, you're just increasing your chances of cracking the head. I don't care if you have the ST or RS. There has been RS or 2.3 cylinder heads that have cracked. Generally, it's because they fucking port them. They won't last because you're thinning out the walls of the metal for the coolant jackets, and then all that heat is just going to make it expand and whatnot, and it's just going to fucking... Happy 2026, Jesse. How you doing, buddy? Actually, the TV's been here the whole time. You've seen the TV, Jesse. We've had it for the giveaway. I just have it on showing. I actually just turned it on. That's all. That's the only difference. Yeah. Yeah. Like literally, if I shut it off, it'd just all be black. It's kind of just blends in. But yeah, I fucking... No, you're good. Hopefully Christmas and New Year's went well. But yeah, we the only thing we really need now to build the engine is some bearings. I need some main bearings and some rod bearings, and that's pretty much it. So I'm probably going to end up going with ACL again. I would really like to use OEM main bearings just because they're the best option. So I'm going to see about doing that and then talk to my engine shop about it, what I need to do that. So we'll go from there. Oh, hey, look at that. All 3 generations. Right there. Look at that. Look at that. All RSs. So what was the MK1 RS? What was the difference between that and the ST and MK1 ST or not MK1? MK1, oh, so you got the MK1 SVT for us, which was the ST170 for you guys. What was the RS? How much horsepower was that? 200 horsepower back then? That was a non-turbo car, right? 2.0 turbo with it had a turbo. That's badass. So basically, was it like 200 and was it 210, 220? I like ACL because they're from Australia. They've been around longer and they tend to be a better company. King bearings, I've looked into them. I actually ran King bearings. I ran their King bimetal bearings, the bimetal, which are aluminum, with some sort of like silicone coating on them, and they started like coming apart on my 2.0. So when I tore apart my built 2.0 in 2023 to go to the 2.3, I just tore it apart. There was nothing wrong, but when I noticed it, I noticed the bearings were like starting to chip, like the aluminum on the coat, like the surface. They were King bearings. So my thought was either there was debris that got in there when I had the engine shop build that motor, put everything together, because I didn't do that one. I just did the timing and all that and putting it together. But or the fucking bearings couldn't handle 500 plus horsepower. And that's probably my guess right there, is even though I was running like the best oil, I feel like maybe 520 at the wheels, 29 psi on a 71.63 was too much for them. So it's crazy to think that, because you can run stock main bearings and be fucking fine. It's crazy. For 100,000 miles. Like the main bearings on the Focus ST and even the RS are insanely strong. Like they can just handle a lot. The rod bearings I would definitely replace. But yeah, the ACL, I just like the ACL ones. I don't know. I mean, it's just, I've done some research. I've seen both of them, and for me, the ACL ones seem to be pretty nice. I do like the tri-metal, was it the PMAX? Fucking King bearings. Those do look nice as well. So, I don't know. I mean, but yeah. Well, there you go. Well, that's pretty badass. See, for me, the best looking one is the one in the middle. The MK2 is the best looking one. Look how much smaller. Okay, look how they got bigger. Look how much bigger the MK3 is. That's insane. I mean, I like the MK1 better design. I actually like the MK1 better than the MK3. I'll be honest with you, I like the MK1 better. You know what I'm saying? I do. I just like the MK1 better. It's got a better design. To me, I just think it's better. But overall, the MK2 is the best one, looking wise, and it's got the 2.5 5-cylinder. I think the fastest one, if you were gonna build the fastest one, the fastest one would be the MK1, and the reason is because it's the lightest. You could build the fastest one if you're gonna do a drag race and build it for 800 horsepower. The MK1 would win. As long as they have equal or a good tire setup, that MK1 would beat them all. So that's crazy. Yeah, the MK1, I want an SVT so bad. Just to have it, mess around with it. Yeah, I don't know. There's a red one near my best friend in Oklahoma, and I guess the guy that owns it is in prison, and the house is like abandoned or something or whatever. It's his house still, but like the car's been sitting outside or whatever. So it's like, man, I wish I could somehow buy that for like, if I could buy that for like $500, that car with like the engine and all that shit, dude, I'd buy it. You know what I mean? I had to look at it, make sure it's good, like underneath and everything, but I'd buy it for $500 or something like that, just to fucking get it out of there and fucking restore it or something. You know, it'd be a fun project. I mean, how many fucking MK1 SVT videos do you see on fucking YouTube? None, really, right? I mean, especially people that are actually like restoring them and shit like that. You know, I think it'd be pretty badass because it's got the timing belt design, no VVT bullshit. The older style engines, they're more reliable because they don't have a fucking timing chain. I mean, yeah, timing belt goes bad quicker, but there's less moving components, less bullshit. The engine design is better. The cylinder head design is better because it's a 4-port manifold. I mean, put some internals in it, fucking build it, put a, you know, decent sized turbo on it, make 400 at the wheels, and fucking smoke these motherfuckers all day long. You know what I mean? Like, it's like building a Honda Civic, 2007 Honda Civic, putting a, you know, fucking K24 in it and putting a turbo on it, you know, making 300, 400 at the wheels and beating cars that are, you know, 500. Are they? Oh, that's unfortunate. Them Z-Tech, when timing goes, it goes out of the clear blue sky. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think you can time it. Like, you can get the, I'm sure you can get it keyed, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's a way to get it keyed so that doesn't happen. You know, just key the gears and stuff like that. There's gonna be a way to key it. I'm sure somewhere's there. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit! Fucking A. The so I have a salamander that I use to heat up my garage, and the fucking, like, the exhaust that lingers in here makes my eyes like really dry and watery. It's kind of insane. And it's already 58 degrees. It was almost 80 degrees in here, but because it's so cold out, it didn't really reach 80. And now it's already cooled down like almost 10 degrees. There is a lad in the UK that got MK2 running Cyvex and big turbo screamer pipe. Yeah, 100%. That's crazy. There is, I think, wasn't there one for that had 900 horsepower too, or 1,000? There is one that has 1,000, I thought, too. Apparently, we can get Cyvex for our MK3s from over there. Cyvex. There's like an actual plug and play Cyvex ECU for our cars. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. That'd be pretty insane. Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, there's one. Yeah, that's the one I saw. 1,056. So it's like 920 or 40 at the wheels. Probably. It's pretty fucking nuts. I watched the video. On it. It's pretty crazy. He's got like a big precision turbo on it. He's got a big precision on it, I think. It's like a that much horsepower. It's got to be a 68, 70 at least. Yeah, that's insane. When you get a turbo that size, I mean, it's just astronomically insane. I mean, my precision turbo is a 56, 62 next gen, and I think that's gonna be about, you know, perfect for the spool and, you know, the mid range. It's not gonna have that laggy torque curve and power curve. I think it's gonna have a really good torque curve. You know what I mean? A good power curve to it. So, yeah, like my 71 6.3 that had a beautiful fucking power curve to it. Right here. Like right, I'll show you. .407 at the wheels, 374 foot-pounds of torque. That torque number could be actually higher, he said. This is when I had it built 2.0 in 2021. It was only 23 pounds of boost. Here, look at that. See that right there? Look how nice that torque curve is. I mean, that's with a stage 2 exhaust cam and an OEM intake cam. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person to have that set up on this car. It was actually done by accident. So I end up the first time I end up trying to time my engine, I don't intake cam. I end up snapping it because I forced into the timing plate to line it up, and when I tightened down the cam journal caps, it fucking snapped it. It was stupid, honestly. I mean, I just fucked up and I didn't realize what the hell I was doing wrong, and now that happened, I know exactly what I did wrong, and I never did it again after that. So, wait, what? Do you how you doing, Jerry? Do you do your own main bearing clearances? Do you install the crankshaft yourself? Yeah, I did that last year with the 2.3 setup. In 2024, I did plastic gauge and all that, but I believe having the shop actually doing it with professional tools is way better and more reliable. So having them check the clearances, making sure the bearings are all good. I'd rather have a shop that's professional and do that instead of doing plastic gauge, in my opinion. Plastic gauge does work. I have a video on YouTube. If you go check out my 2.3 RS head swap G35 900 video series and go from the beginning on, there's like a whole collection of videos of when I put it all together. It's pretty cool, honestly. And I did plastic gauge, and yeah, I mean, it worked. It ran fine until the fucking crank bolt decided to let go and loosen up on me because I've used it like 5 times. It was an ARP crank bolt, not an OEM one. But luckily I had a keyed crank, so yeah. Is plastic gauge okay when you're measuring your? Man, it is okay, but it's not like for me. Okay, so listen to this. So if you've watched the Dark Knight ST series, the black ST that I rebuilt, so I had the engine shop. They literally, so I sent them the block. I tore it apart. I gave them the block. I gave them the crankshaft. I gave them the OEM main bolts, and then the rods and pistons that I was using. So Cali's rods, mainly standard duty pistons, and all that. And I had them file fit the rings. I had them do all that. They file fit. They checked all the bearings professionally, and they made sure which bearings were good. There are OEM bearings. And then basically what they did is they washed everything, cleaned it up, balanced everything. So I recommend getting the crankshaft micro polished. It'll reduce the amount of friction. Have everything balanced for the rotating assembly. So that's rods, pistons, and crankshaft. All that was done, and they had every single rod and piston. They didn't install it. They just checked everything. And they had every single rod and piston matched up for the bearings for each cylinder, and they numbered on top what cylinder it was on the piston for each. So that way there, when I go to install it, I know, okay, this piston goes to this one, goes to cylinder 1 through 4. I know it's matched up perfectly. That cost me only $1,300. So that being said, I think that's the best way to get it done, because then you're still doing the work, but they're using their professional tools to make sure that your clearances are going to be on par, and all you have to do is install everything afterwards. And what you need to do is, if you're using OEM main bolts, you give them the old main bolts that are old and used already. They use those to check torque settings on the main bearings. And then when you go to install everything, you use the new ones. You use the brand new ones. And you just get rid of the old ones if you want. So, and then you have to torque to yield those main bolts. The main bolts on the ST can actually handle like 600, 650 at the wheels. Actually, no problem. It's pretty insane. The best, but honestly, ARP, the thing is, when you go with ARP main studs, you have to get an align hone. So you got to get the whole girdle for the crankshaft align honed over there, because when you actually apply more pressure and torque, well, it's not so much more torque, it's just the way that the ARP studs, they clamp, they have more clamping force, so it changes the clearances when they're clamped down, so it skews it. And it's not, and this is also another thing, Jerry, listen to this. So when I did my plasti gauge, it literally only checks for vertical clearances. It does not check for side-to-side clearance. Like, you got vertical clearance, but it does not check your horizontal clearance. That's where that's where the problem lies right there. It's better to get it done professionally. You taking some people's lunch money? Wait, what do you mean by that? You taking some people's lunch money? I'm definitely not taking anyone's lunch money. But yeah. Hopefully that answered your question, though. Would RS injectors be any benefit on a 2867 or not worth it? It's not worth it, especially if you're staying stock OEM high pressure fuel pump. If you're going to upgrade to like an XDI high pressure fuel pump, which I don't recommend, then RS injectors are going to flow about 10%, 12% more, and you can get more horsepower out of it. You can make like 450, 440 at the wheels with RS injectors on XDI. But XDI to me is junk, in my opinion. I'd rather just run a 4-pore aux fuel kit and have way more higher horsepower capabilities, and it cleans your injectors, or it cleans your intake valves right off. I don't have to worry about increasing cylinder pressure by 1,000 more PSI in the system. So people just don't look at it like that, but that's what it is. It's a true fact. So a high pressure fuel pump, literally, when you're upgrading it, what XDI puts out like another 1,000 PSI, you're increasing your cylinder pressure by doing that. Like literally each cylinder, you're pumping that pressure in there when you're pushing that, in there. So it's got to go somewhere. I mean, that's literally the logic behind it. And so it's better to run port injection, because that's only 65 pounds of pressure, because of it runs off pressure from the low pressure pump, not the high pressure pump. So, and it's just way better because it can handle E85 with 65-pound injectors. You can make 550 at the wheels, no problem. The bare bones Elliott Specialized Performance fucking radium kit, like with no upgraded injectors, you can make 550 on E85 pump gas, and you're fine. Like, you don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, it cleans your valves. It's way better for horsepower. You got a bigger horsepower ceiling. XDI, it's a waste of money. It'll go bad. I mean, they don't have a good warranty. So on a stock block, yeah. Wait, what do you mean on a stock block? No, definitely not. I'm not talking about stock block when I'm saying relatively anything over 400. When I talk about anything over 400, I usually don't mean stock block. Just so you know. I mean, like, for me, I wouldn't push past 400 on a stock block ever. So when I'm saying anything over 400, for me, it's built engine. So it doesn't matter. It's got to be built at some sort. It doesn't matter. But you can run a 4-port on any stock engine. You can run on stock engine, and it ain't no big deal. 100%. You know what I mean? So, but for me, like, there's people that made 450 on a stock engine, and they're just fucking lucky, and they don't blow their rods. But they do end up blowing their rods at some point because they can't handle it. It just depends on how many miles and how much abuse you put on the car, who it's tuned by, all that. It just depends on what the setup is, and how you drive it. I mean, it's definitely inevitable in terms of, like, when's your cylinder head gonna crack? When are you gonna blow a rod? When are you gonna lose the fucking piston to fucking ringland failure? You know what I mean? I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, these things can happen with a stock turbo below 300 at the wheels. You know what I mean? That's the crazy part about it. Like, I still have my stock cylinder head from 2012, and guess what? There's nothing wrong with it. And never cracked it. Nothing's wrong with it. I've stripped a few threads on it when I over torqued it the first time on the cam journals, the caps holding it down, and so I had to put some time certs in it. But other than that, yeah, it's original. So not very many people can say that they have a Focus ST from original first owner, especially from early from 2012, and still have the original block and cylinder head intact, still usable. And I mean, there's not very many people out there that can say they have that. That's crazy. So it just goes to show, like, what I've done to prevent any of these problems from happening. And yes, I've ran into other issues, but I know what I'm doing. So, and I've learned from my mistakes, and I've done enough time and research and development and what I need to do to basically prevent any of that shit to happen. And then I provide the knowledge to you guys for basically, free, because, YouTube doesn't pay jack shit. So, but hey, it's fine. I don't care. Really, it's not for me to make money. It's about you guys saving money and helping all you guys out. So, Oh, let's see here. It's definitely getting cold as shit here. I'm gonna have to get a propane heater at some point. I definitely need to do that. Get a propane heater. Vorfidus, hey, long time no see, man. Yeah, that pinch bolt still ain't come out. Wait, what? I'm gonna be spending money because it's about to be liquefied. No shit. Run the heater for a few minutes and talk louder. Yeah, that's definitely not gonna be able to happen. That heater is fucking loud as shit. And I don't really want to keep breathing in fucking kerosene fumes. So my eyes are pretty dry as it is. But yeah, I just want to say I appreciate everybody being up in here. If you haven't already, drop a like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We are the fastest growing Focus ST and even RS YouTube channel to date. So I appreciate all you guys. It's all of you guys that have made that happen, and you know. We're just going to keep the ball rolling for 2026. We have the 2.4 stroker series coming up soon. And, we're just going to probably get that started, the engine and stuff like that. It might be end of February or might be in March. I might start it. I might actually start it in March just because, you know, just want to get that done. I don't really have to hurry and get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't take me long once I get it going. So I think maybe March would be a better time frame to get that. So, but I basically have everything I need. So it's not going to take long. I do have to modify the Sidewinder kit to run that. So I do have to modify that, figure that out. I'll probably end up making a video as well about the Sidewinder stuff and how you can actually just piece one your own together, what you need for measurements, and you can literally replicate this one right here. So, yeah, I mean, you don't have to pay fucking, a shit ton of money for one. Just have some good welder that weld some shit together for you. So it's pretty easy. But I gotta also, for that Sidewinder, so I gotta have the flanges welded on, the RS flange welded on, and then I gotta modify the hot charge pipe. I'm just gonna change the design up a little bit, make it a little bit cleaner looking. Other than that though, I also need that. See, this is the thing too though, so I gotta get a CV fab downpipe, and then I'm gonna have to make a downpipe extension to run it from that as well. So that's the bigger issue, is that right there. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that without having to pay an arm and a leg for it. So once I can get that piece figured out, then it'll be pretty interesting. Yeah, the block. So the RS or 2.3. Well, it depends on. Do you have a EcoBoost? Like, do you have the RS or do you have like a newer Mustang? Because I know the 2.3 RS block. That generation, that Gen 1 block of that, basically the twin scroll block. Well, it's not really even twin scroll block because the twin scroll block had the slit, I think, in between the gasket and all that. But that block right there, the RS block, the cracking started in between cylinder 2 and I think cylinder 2 and 1, I think it was. Right at cylinder 2 is where it started cracking, because there's no support in there. So the liner will literally crack. It's pretty crazy. Speed Performance actually has a video on it, and it literally will crack. Like, really, it's past 450 at the wheels. But I would stay around 410, probably 415, be safe with it, and like 380 torque. But you got forged internals. Now, for me personally, if I had a weak block like that and I was spending the money and building it, I definitely wouldn't have fucking built a 2.3 block. I would have gone out and gotten a 2.0 block and then literally built that one and then slap it together. So that's what I would have done. But that way there, I don't have to worry ever about that issue. You don't have to worry about the head gasket issue on the 2.0 block. You don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. But I would say 415, 420 max safe, and then 380, 400 torque would be where I'd leave it at. Because you got to remember too, torque actually has a lot more to do with failure than horsepower. So, and it's also the amount of boost that you push. So I don't know what turbo you're running on your setup, Jerry, but that also matters. So I'm assuming you're probably running an NX2 or something like that, because that's like really the only fucking decent turbo that you guys can run on an RS. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. But yeah. Well, it's the only decent turbo that bolts on, you know. But yeah, that's what I do. Hopefully I answered your question. Hell yeah, we got 10 likes. Keep them going, boys. Let's keep the likes going. 10 likes. See if we can get to 15 likes by the end of the stream. That'd be awesome. But yeah, seems like, I mean, you definitely made it where it can't blow rod and pistons. You know what I mean? I mean, luckily the 2.3 EcoBoost came with better pistons because they saw the failures of the 2.0, and same thing with the cylinder head, and they had to fix it because otherwise they were going to get sued and fucking have some recall problems. So they revised it and made it into a stronger setup, basically, with a forged fucking crank, and you got your, stronger 40, I think they're 4032 pistons, honestly. And then, because I know they are a Molly piston, but, and then you got the rods are the failure point on the RS. It's the rods. And then it's the fucking stupid block design that they used I don't know what the hell, I know exactly why they did it. I don't know why they designed like that though. Like, they were trying to have improved cooling because of the fucking cylinder head problem. That's what they were doing, because and they also want to improve the cooling of the whole block. But it's so fucking dumb how they did it. It's just crazy. Oh shit. Damn, man. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I don't go to bed until fucking late. That kerosene fucking emissions makes me tired. Mine doesn't have the slits. It's cross drilled. Yeah. Oh, you have a 2020 short block. So you got the newer design. So that block technically can handle more than. So you have a Mustang then, right? You don't have the RS. You have a Mustang. Or did you get your engine built from like EMS? Because I think they use those blocks. They use the newer twin scroll blocks that have like the different fucking, like it's a twin scroll block, but it's a better version. And so yeah, because those early Gen 1 twin scroll blocks were having some fucking cylinder head gasket issues with the little slit in between because of the head gasket. They had to design the head gasket to literally be split apart and then seal around it. And it was just the stupidest design ever. I don't know. They were on crack that day that they designed that because, I mean, it's just crazy. And they fucked up pretty bad right there. Like, why would you do that? You know what I mean? Makes no sense. I mean, it's dumb. So, but yeah, I think we're gonna fucking call it here pretty soon. Yeah, 11. Okay, let's see here. But yeah, if anybody else has any questions, just let me know. It's fucking starting to get fucking cold in here. And I really don't want to just freeze my ass off. So, because you'll end up seeing my breath pretty soon. I'll be literally talking in here fucking freezing like Jack and Titanic. Don't let you go. Don't let me go. Oh my God. Oh shit. But yeah, appreciate you all being up in here. Appreciate all the channel members for helping support the channel. You guys are awesome. And I just wanted to say special thanks to you all. And also I wanted to mention that I do have, you know, some upgraded purge lines that are going to be being built. I have to make one tonight for a guy for shipping out tomorrow. And then I have parts for one more. They're basically just leftover from December's batch. And so if anybody's interested in a upgraded purge line for the ST or RS Ford Focus, then let me know. Obviously it's for the MK3 Focus ST and RS. It solves the issue of the problems revolving around the OEM purge line. And if you're looking to upgrade to a bigger turbo or going built engine eventually, or just being performance oriented altogether, this is going to be something that you're going to want for an upgrade because it just improves the overall look. And yeah, just fucking honestly, it makes the look of the engine bay better because it doesn't go over the intake manifold and all that nonsense. You can literally remove. So when you install my purge line and you get rid of the old one, in fact, removing the old one is actually more of a pain in the ass. Once you get that one off, putting the new one on is like not even 10 minutes worth of work. You literally slide it in between the intake manifold and the engine. It hides in between there, clips right on. It's quick connects, high quality. It's got a high pressure check valve, so it's performance oriented. It's got a 10 micron stainless steel cleanable filter, fuel filter, to protect the purge valve, which is also upgraded. So we use a genuine, these are $35 purge valves. Everything that I use is high quality. For my purge valve, the highest quality. I don't use any cheap fucking eBay parts. I don't use any cheap solenoid parts or nothing like that, or cheap filters. The filter that I use, I inspect every filter too. I crack it open. That way there, when you guys go to clean it, it's actually easier to open. I lubricate with a little bit of oil, 5W30 on the O-ring, on the filter, and I put it back together. I inspect every filter, stainless steel filter. That way there doesn't have any damage or anything. I inspect every single one for you all. That way there, everything's good. And then obviously, and it's bubble wrapped. Put it in a USPS priority mail. Gets to you, if you're in the United States, it's 3-4 days max, unless some motherfucker got in an accident or something. I don't know, but yeah, generally that's what it is. Or if there's some crazy weather event, but delaying it. But usually it's 3-4 days. Even if you're in California, it's like 3 days. I had one go to Greece and it only took 5-6 days. It's pretty insane. Well, that's awesome. Nice thing, huh? That's why I figured, because I saw your picture and it looked like a Mustang design. But yeah, that's awesome. Let me know when you get it made up. I'm about ready to put the engine. Well, listen, I can make 2 of them tonight. So if you want one, send me an email. It's whiteblurrst@gmail.com. It's pinned at the top. It should be pinned. Is it pinned? No, it isn't. Okay, hold on a minute. Shop. CV. It's not pinned. I fucked up. I fucked up. I forgot. But yeah, hopefully everyone had a good Christmas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it with your family. Let's see, WhiteBlurrst@gmail.com. If interested in a upgraded Purge line kit. Boom. We use PayPal or Cash App or even Facebook Pay as well for these. So just so you know, I'm going to pin that message. There we go, right there. It's on the top, and it's in white. So WhiteBlurrst@gmail.com. I just want to make sure it's good. Yeah, so they're $260. That's the group buy price. Generally, if you're going to buy it separate with no group buy, so say if there's no group buy, they'd be $300. Just because the simple fact is, it literally cost me $200 to make these in parts alone, without me putting the labor in and putting them all together and then shipping them out and all that. So, I would have to wait. I would have to get my shit done, but I can't get the fucking ball joint bolts out. Yeah. Okay, listen. I'll show you how I got my ball joint bolts out. So I'm gonna tell you right now. Here. So this is what I did. So you get something like this, and then you get a fucking hammer. Well, first of all, yeah. So the ball joints. You can. I would get some PB blaster, spray the bolt in all that area, the ball joint, all that. Use some PB blaster, spray it really like a couple times. Let it soak for an hour or two. spray it again before you go take it out. Take this, something like this, you got to punch and fucking start hammering it out. Like, just tap on it on the end where you're not going to hammer it out. Just tap on it a few times. And then on the end where the nut, I think there's a nut on the other end, you punch it out. It should come right out. Start punching it out. Hard taps, not not too, you know, you want a metal hammer. You don't want to use a fucking rubber mallet. You need a metal hammer. So you gotta have some fucking force behind it. You gotta have a little mini sledgehammer like this. You gotta go without destroying my fucking thumb, like that, hard. So do that, and then just keep doing that. And then once it starts coming out and budging, spray some more spray some, not WD-40, that shit's trash. PB Blaster. Spray some PB Blaster on it again. And then just keep fucking bang, bang, you know what I mean? Just keep slamming it. And then to get the ball joint out, I take this right here. I'll stick it in between the two, whatever the fuck those are called. The little ears, I guess. And I'll just try to like, and you can even do that before even doing it or while you're trying to loosen it up, the bolt. Try to separate it a little bit. And then what I'll do is I'll take this and wherever I can grab onto on the control arm, I'll fucking just keep working it. You want to like just keep fucking like go like a wild crazy person, but not too crazy, but just keep working it, and then it'll start loosening up, and all of a sudden you should be able to just pop it right out. This one big pop, and then move it. You gotta be careful because I've torn the ball joint rubber boots doing this. You just want to make sure it's pushed out of the way, so you don't want it hitting anything. So just remember that. But you can get it loose. I'll be honest with you, I'll probably end up making a video on how I just explained it to you, but that's how I do it. And it's worked every fucking time. Like, I've done it so many times now that I don't have a problem. But your bolt's probably rusted or some shit. That's probably why it's having a hard time. And then, listen to this. So, here, hold on a second. So this is the bolt. See this right here, this bolt? I replaced those ball joint bolts with a better design bolt. It's still a 10.9 grade bolt right here. See that? But what I do, it's a regular fucking like 18 millimeter head, or it might be 18 or 19. And then get one of these like nylon lock washers, or lock nuts, sorry. Get a nylon one, and then torque it on there to spec. I think it's like 65 foot-pounds of torque. 65 foot-pounds of torque. Once you get it all on there. But this is a ball joint bolt. This is what I use. It's a 10.9. It's equivalent to grade 8. If you don't know what like grade 8 is, actually the only difference between grade 8 and 10.9 is literally the fact that grade 8 has like a nickel plating on it, so prevents corrosion. That's literally the only difference. So yeah. But what I do is I'll actually put some black grease on the bolt out there, and I'll put it inside the ball joint area. That way there it won't seize up ever. I'll put it on the threads a little bit, like you know how the ARP stuff, you got that lube, the Molly lube. It's like a Molly black grease. I put some on the bolt. That way there it's not gonna have problems ever in the future. So for Ford has grooves all along arm for. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna. I shot. I could. Oh, you couldn't get the. Oh wow. Well, you took in the Yeah, the factory runs, I believe, are 10.9. Yeah. They're not stainless. They're definitely not stainless. If you're talking about the control arm bolt that holds the fucking ball joint, that's definitely not stainless. Maybe the guy swapped. He might have. Okay, so he probably fucking put something different in there then. Yeah, for sure. But factory, they're not stainless. That's for sure. Okay, sorry. What? So does that change the how high a horsepower can run? Like, can I run 450 with a block? See, I wouldn't run if you're running. Okay, well, with that block, if you're running the newer twin scroll block, you can make more than 450, no problem. If you know for a fact that you're not running the RS block, which is different than the Gen 1 twin scroll block, then you're fucking good. Honestly, I mean, I wouldn't even worry about it. I wouldn't even stress over it. That being said, with ARP 2000s, I wouldn't push past 500. So I would cap, like, all you really have to do is just change out the head studs to ARP. I would have gone ARP 625s. That way there you don't have to worry about that threshold. And then you're just limited to how much your H-beams can handle, which is usually about 550. For me, that's what I rate H-beams. I don't care what H-beam it is, unless it's like a H-Tough special fucking made H-beam that can handle like 700 or some shit. Other than that, like generally a normal H-beam off the shelf is like, for me, I rate it at 550. So like anything past that, I would not trust it because H-beams can fail pretty easy. They can bend. So it just depends on the torque too. But yeah, it's mostly a torque thing. If you keep your torque around 500, 480, I mean, it'll be fine anyways. So it's not really so much horsepower, but I'll just go by horsepower because it's easier for people to understand. Let's see here. What's the time? Okay. Well, we're gonna get off here. Yeah, just let me know, Vorfidus, on that. We can make. I have enough for one more, and then I'm gonna have to order some fittings. I did order for 2026 some brand new. Well, not they are brand new. Everything's brand new, but some more filters. So I bought, I think, eight filters. So it's gonna be good for 2 batches worth of Purge lines. So I'm gonna have to order some fittings for some Purge lines as well. So after these 2 are on, I'll just basically see. That's the thing, is like literally, like I'll use the money and fucking just order parts to make more. Like I just reinvest into making, like I'll just get more. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I do. I just literally will use the money to do that, and then use them also for shipping. But yeah, it's literally, that's what I do with it. So But all right, boys, I think that's it. We're gonna call it. Any last questions or concerns? I think we're gonna call it there. And yeah, if anybody's interested in a upgraded Purge line for the Focus ST-RS, let me know. We're gonna have more available. I can take pre-orders, so even if there's like no fittings right now, I'll write your name down for a pre-order. You'll be in line for that, and it'll literally be like if I ordered the parts tomorrow, I would get them next week. Wait, what's today? No, today's fucking Saturday. So I'd get them next week, probably by end of the week. So it'd be like probably either if I got them by Friday, I would have them ready to go Saturday. I'd ship them out Saturday, which means you'd have them the week after. So yeah, I mean it would be less than 2 weeks still, even if I didn't have the parts. That's how fast the turnaround time I have. So you're not gonna find that anywhere else. So yeah, appreciate that, and you guys have a good night. Happy New Year's to you all. 2026 is gonna be awesome, and yeah, catch you on the next one.